Hey guys, welcome to a live stream where I'm gonna be playing Nancy Drew. Because I think I figured out how to do this now. And I need to fix that very fast. I think I need to stop for a second streaming on here just to fix that, so I'll do that very fast. Okay, and hopefully that didn't mess up the live stream at all. Okay, let's see if that made this game screen normal. And it did.
Dear George, so much for my Wisconsin ski vacation. I arrived here at Wickford Castle last night, just before a blizzard swept in. The mountain is completely shut down, and the surrounding roads are closed. I think I'm one of the few guests who made it to the castle at all. The place is huge and old, and slightly creepy under the circumstances.
Okay. So guys, welcome to Nancy Drew Treasure in the Royal Tower? Yeah, Royal Tower. And I'm gonna play through it on a live stream since I haven't live streamed in a while. And I finally figured out how to get this to work, so I've been wanting to play these games on here for a while, so the second I got these to work, of course I'm gonna live stream. So got it to work, and here we are, we're gonna play. I'm gonna be using my phone to see the chat since I don't have a second monitor anymore. So guys, let's get started. New game.
Hi there, it's me, Nancy Drew. You're just in time for my latest mystery, Treasure in the Royal Tower. Choose your difficulty level to start off. If you're new to adventure games, you might want to click the tutorial button first for a few tips.
I think the music's too loud.
Dear George, so much for my Wisconsin ski vacation.
On how to play the game.
Well, I'm not that good at puzzle games, so I'm gonna choose
Dear
Junior.
George, so much for my Wisconsin ski vacation. I arrived here at Wickford Castle last night, just before a blizzard swept in. The mountain is completely shut down, and the surrounding roads are closed.
Then what am I supposed to
I'm
do?
one of the few guests who made it to the castle at all. The place is huge and old, and slightly creepy under the circumstances. You should hear this wind. What's more, the owner, Christy Lane, my father's friend, is away on business. I tried to ask the caretaker, Dexter Egan, how I could contact
He will
her,
never tell
but
you.
he said he didn't know. Doesn't that seem odd? I couldn't help feeling like there was something he wasn't telling me. All this makes me a little nervous, but I'm determined to enjoy myself.
Yep, that's
After
all
all,
working.
this
I keep
is a
thinking that's not
vacation,
gonna
right?
really
I
stop.
have big plans to
will
explore the
stop working.
castle. That
I'll do
Ezra
that.
Wickford, the original
working,
owner,
so.
must have been quite a character to have built such an extraordinary place. It's filled with strange, dead-end corridors, for one thing. And I noticed one of the
probably
towers
went
is
insane if
totally
he did
different from the other ones. Of course, I'll have to save some time to meet Jacques Brunet, the French ski instructor.
Look
Tell
at him.
Bess she'll be the first to know if he's half as gorgeous in person as he looks on his website. So, George, I guess things never quite go according to plan, but at least this time, the culprit is just a snowstorm. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Then why am I
Now
trying
all
to solve the
we need is a
mystery?
mailbox.
If it's just a snowstorm, then why am I trying to solve a mystery? I don't understand why Nancy can't take this. Nancy, just grab it. It's forget, I have to use my phone to take a picture. Just to make sure that I know where it is. Well, what it is. I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures throughout this game since I had paper in here since I've been replaying these games, but I guess they're not over here.
Sounds like the radiator is broken.
The radiator. What are we supposed to do? There's no way Nancy can sleep with the radiator just making that sound all day. It's impossible. Also, would anyone like baby back ribs with creature of the night barbecue sauce for $10.95? Some of these meals, I'm just like, okay. Where is the one I'm like, why? Better than nothing broccoli surprise. I mean, I don't understand why. That is a thing, but who knows? Also, pants. Mom jeans, to be exact. But, and yeah, Nancy, let's read about. It's a castle. And the wind. Yeesh, Nancy wasn't lying. Visit the library. Yes, the library sounds fun to me. We will definitely try visiting the library. If Nancy has time. When we touch things, some of the oil on our skin is left behind on the surface of the thing we have touched. Our fingerprints each have a unique pattern. Wait, will the darkest fingerprint be the first button that was pressed or the last? Then what? Wait, here's a little test. You saw the. So the lighter, I think it is. I think that's the one that was pressed. First, since I don't know. That's just a guess. It's just that's my guess on how that works. If I really had to guess, I think that's how it would work. Also, the snow. Dexter, why is there
Hello,
so much
Miss
snow?
Drew. Did you get squared away upstairs?
Yes, thanks, Mr. Egan. My room is charming, but I think there's something wrong with my radiator. It hisses, and there's a clanging noise, too. Would you mind checking it out for me?
Sorry about that inconvenience, but you're just gonna have to sit tight for a while. I'm the only one on duty while the owner's away. And around here, it seems like even if it ain't
What
broke,
about the person in
it
the
still
basement?
needs fixing. Last time I checked, there were only 24 hours in a day. And now to make matters worse, there have been a couple of incidents.
What kind of incidents?
Someone vandalized our historic library.
No.
Really turned the place upside down. The owner, Miss Lane, she's gonna be pretty upset.
Why would anyone want to vandalize the library?
I have no idea. I straightened up in there before check-in yesterday and everything was fine. Now it looks like a bomb went off. Books everywhere,
checked
and
to see if
somebody
the- if
hacked
the
a big
bomb
hole in
had-
one of the walls. I locked the place up and called the police, but who knows when they'll be able to get here.
The police? Was anything stolen?
I can't tell, but somebody's definitely after something.
That is 100% for sure. Like, that definitely is correct.
What else has gone wrong?
Well, this Professor Hotchkiss just called me in a terrible flap, saying our room's been robbed.
Well,
I went up there, but she wouldn't open the door to
I guess
talk
you
about
are.
it. Wouldn't even
She's
tell me
saying
what
that,
was
then you
missing.
must be.
So what's she want me to do about it?
Yeah, I guess you can't technically do your job if you, but your job is, like, you should fix my radiator. That's part of your job.
Sounds like you're swamped, Mr. Egan. Is there any
No,
way
Nancy.
I can
No,
help?
no, no, no.
Well, Hotchkiss has a pair of ski boots in the basement. The Frenchman's been working on them for her, but he won't deliver them. Says he's a ski instructor, not a bellhop. I hate to ask this, but if you could grab those boots and bring them up to her, It might smooth her feathers. Sure would smooth mine.
Can you do something about my radiator?
Sorry, not yet.
So, how long have you been working
How long
here?
have you been
A while.
You're not helpful.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper. Did Hotchkiss get her boots?
Not yet, Mr. Egan.
That's a shame.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
I still have the letter. We'll talk to you later. Where's the elevator? Here it is.
It's locked.
Means the elevator isn't over here yet. I guess they're open, but I want to open my locker first, which one again? It is 310. Over here. Yep. 310, and the code is 5 1 7.
The combination is 517, but it's not working.
Then we have a problem. If I can't open it, then how am I supposed to randomly put this letter somewhere since I still have it?
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Jacques Brunet. So, what brings you to beautiful Wisconsin?
Unknown.
Hi, I'm Nancy. I came to ski, but it looks like I'm going to have to find other ways to entertain myself. I told Mr. Egan I would bring Professor Hotchkiss her boots. Are they ready?
Yes, I fixed her
Well,
boots.
got
But
the
you should be
boots.
relaxing by the fire, sipping cocoa, Nancy. Not running errands for Dexter. Why is it you American girls never know how to separate business from pleasure?
Trust me, Jacques. I know how to take care of myself.
Yes, that is another great truth about American girls. Ciao!
Well. Is it this one? I think it's that one, which lets me use.
Dead end.
That's a dead end, not where I meant to go. I think it's over here. The lights aren't on yet in this one, then. Yep, figured it out. Unless it's to get to the top, then maybe I haven't figured it out. Yep, we figured out that problem. Just make sure that I didn't randomly turn off the power in Nancy's room. Radiator's still being annoying, and the alarm clock works. Well, usually I accidentally have that turn off on me. So me getting that correct on the first try was pretty impressive for me.
Yes, hello? Is that Jacques with my boots?
Actually, it's Nancy Drew. But I do have your boots for you.
We have your boots, but
good. Boots,
Jacques.
fine. Thank you, thank you. Everything is
Probably
fine.
a very big disappointment.
Just leave the boots at the door, please. Yeah. Oh, and it seems I'm out of change. I'll just have to tip you the next time, Mandy.
It's Nancy, and I'm happy to leave the boots. But if you're not too busy, Professor,
Well,
I'd just like to introduce myself properly and
I guess
ask
we're
you a
getting
couple
no
of
money.
questions.
Questions,
think
yes,
Dexter will
yes,
pay us
and
for
proper
doing his
introduction
job.
sounds lovely, but not now, maybe later.
Well, she ran away very fast.
Can I
Yes,
help
sir.
you?
I did it.
About my radiator, Mr. Egan. Do you think you'll be able to fix it anytime soon?
Sorry, not yet. Hotchkiss called to report that she got her boots. But now I'm told that the light is out in the back stairwell. Could you check the circuit breaker in the basement
I already fixed
and make
it.
sure it's working?
Actually, I've already fixed it.
Okay, we're really making progress here, kid. So, you go up to Hotchkiss's room and see what she wants for dinner. She's not answering her phone.
No problem, boss.
Good thing I have a menu. Since I don't... If I had to guess, she... Okay. I've played this game before, so I know how to beat the game, technically. I'm not good at it, but I know how to.
Ugh, Virginia Woolf never endured such interruptions.
I guess you don't
Who
want
is
food?
it?
It's Nancy again. Dexter needs to know what you want for dinner.
Oh, hard to think of food, Candy, when I'm riding the raging rapids of my theory. Oh,
Okay.
right now, I have plenty of pre-packaged energy globules to keep me going. But tell Baxter that I am developing a powerful craving for couscous. Yes, couscous for dinner would be splendid. I'll have a nice tip for you next time, Fanny.
Yes?
She wants couscous.
The professor says she has a hankering for, couscous.
Couscous? Never heard of it. Tell her to order something
Me
off the menu.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
Not surprised that you don't know what it is, since I don't even know what it is. Moving around in this game sometimes is just really difficult.
Is that my couscous already?
Sorry, Professor, but there's no couscous in the house. You'll need to choose something from the hotel menu.
Which
Well,
we
I
shall.
don't have a menu. At least not from this hotel. Oh, be a doll and
you check
fetch me
your
one,
drawer?
will you, Tata? Did you get the menu?
Sure did.
I had one on
How
me.
about opening the door so I can give it to you?
Oh, you're a sneaky one. Just slip it under the door, please. Nice and easy. No funny stuff.
What exactly could I do when
Oh, baby
slipping
back
it?
ribs, yes. Oh, chili cheese dog, fried bologna sandwich. I'm not usually much of a meat eater, but very well. 50 drumsticks, please. Chicken, that is. Cluck, cluck.
I did
Sure.
not see drumsticks.
50 drumsticks. Whatever
the
makes
menu.
you happy.
Rock and roll, dear.
Maybe on the back, like, cause Nancy won't look at the back. Maybe it says drumsticks on there. But I did not see drumsticks. And also, Dexter, I have a letter still.
Can I help you?
The professor has changed her order. Seems she's developed an appetite for chicken drumsticks. 50 of them.
Okay then. Drumsticks we got. Oops. But I guess Jock better take that bag of chicken legs out of the freezer. Will you tell him? And then take the rest of the day off, kid. Your radiator's as good as fixed.
Okay. See ya, Mr.
Finally.
Egan.
Goodbye.
It wasn't that long, but should have done it immediately. It's part of your job.
It's locked.
Yeah, I left it in the basement, the elevator. If I hadn't left it in the in the basement, I could have just opened that door. Oh no, but Jock isn't here. It's too late. I can wait like half an hour in game and then talk to him since he'll be back. Wait, the elevator's still there. Wait, but come on.
If it isn't Nancy Can-Do Drew, I'll get on that radiator right away. But be sure to tell Jock to defrost the chicken, okay?
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
I have this letter.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Did you hear what happened? Someone broke into the library and vandalized it. Dexter locked it up.
I heard.
He's saying the culprit must be one of us in the castle. Can you believe it?
There's not that many, so there's not that many people in the castle to vandalize, so it won't be that hard to figure out who it is. Just point at one person and say, "Are you the culprit?" They probably won't answer, but it's not that difficult to figure out who the culprit will be since there's not that many in the castle.
Yeah, Dexter just told me the library is a disaster area and that it's totally off limits.
Too bad, huh? I'm dying to see what they did to it. Don't quote me on this, but I think Dexter has an extra key to the library somewhere around his desk.
It would make sense since he locked it.
I guess you've really got your finger on the pulse around here. Any other castle scandal I should know about?
Oh, we got scandal, honey. Professor Hotchkiss is claiming she's been robbed, for one thing. But the real scandal is downstairs. His name is Jacques Brunet.
What's the scandal with Jacques Brunet?
Va-va-voom. Scandalous cuteness, of course. Didn't you watch the last Winter Olympics? He's
Don't really watch
France's big
sports.
cheese of skiing. He holds the record for the 500-meter slalom, but he totally choked at the games. I guess he's washed up now. But at least his looks haven't gone down the tubes.
This place sounds like a soap opera.
Oh my gosh! Wait till you hear this! Hotchkiss is this nutty old woman who's always typing and talking to herself in her room. I was walking past her door earlier, and I heard her screaming that her room had been robbed.
Wow. Did she say what was stolen?
Not
Did
that
she?
I could hear. She just kept wailing, "My theory, my theory." I think she teaches history, or maybe a foreign language. I thought I heard a couple of French words pop out of her mouth. But don't quote me on that either. I only barely passed Spanish in high school.
Do you have a theory about all
Well-
this?
Hardly. I'm just a humble photojournalist covering weird old mansions in the Midwest, and this place is one of the weirdest. Did you know Ezra Wickford, the original owner, shut himself away in here for like 50 years?
I wonder why he was so
I mean, the
antisocial.
castle's pretty
Creepy,
big,
right?
so-
I mean, did we stumble onto the set of As the Castle Turns or what? Well, you probably want to get settled. I wonder what we're going to do with ourselves while we're all cooped up in this place.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
If the library was open, I guess read a book, but it's not, so stare at Jacques Brunet for a while. Bud Dexter? I don't know. There's not many things you can really do.
Ah, Nancy, ¿cómo se va?
Tell me about these boxes you're making.
When I am not skiing, I need some other way to express myself. So voila! I make these hot boxes for keeping secrets safe. I'm sure you have many secrets, Nancy.
Lisa told me you were in the
Probably not.
Olympics. What was that like?
Disappointing, frustrating, Humiliating.
Oh, what happened?
It was the worst day of my life. To fall flat on my face with my family
We have lots
My
of
country
questions to ask him.
and the rest of the world watching.
Do you know what happened in the
What do
library?
we do?
I
The rest
heard
of
it
the
was
world watching him.
vandalized.
Nancy, a pretty girl should not worry herself with this type of thing while she is on vacation.
It must be lonely living so far from home. Don't you miss your family?
Yes, but I am here for Isabelle, mon petit chou. She's an American studying at the university in Madison, and I've asked her to marry me.
Do you know much about the tower that's closed off? I heard the original owner imported it from France.
It comes from the Chateau Rochemont in a town in France near where I grew up. Marie Antoinette used to visit this tower when she was Queen of France. Until she lost her head in the revolution, that is.
Dexter needs you to defrost
Yeah.
that big bag of chicken legs.
Oh, la la la, what does he think I am? A sous chef?
Dexter told me the combination to my locker, number 310, is 517. I tried it, but the locker won't open.
Dexter must be confused, because I think that is the combination for number 311. Try 311.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
To locker 311. Five, 1, 7. And there we go. Jock, this is already occupied, but doesn't matter to me. Someone writing in a different language. I don't know what it says. We got passports. Well. Seem to have a lot of fake identities and clearly can speak a different language. Well, I don't know what it is, because I only speak English, but
Ah, Nancy, comment
Okay.
ça va?
I'll talk
So
to
I
you
can't
later.
talk.
Ciao.
Jock. Okay. Back at the elder, I have to question Lisa. I don't know how to say her name. I think it's just Lisa, right? I'm not good at names, so
Hi there, how's it going?
So tell me more about the life of a photojournalist. It must be very glamorous at times.
Well, there's nothing glamorous about the pay, I can tell you that much.
There was a little mix-up with the lockers, and I accidentally opened yours.
Yeah, and?
Well, I was kind of confused. I was just trying to see whose stuff was in there, and I found a bunch of IDs in your bag. They all had your picture and other people's names on them.
A savvy photojournalist always carries a couple of alternate identities, Nancy. When you're working under deadline, you don't always have time to play by the rules. I'm sure you know what I mean.
Does your job take you to exotic, far-off places?
does it?
Well, there is a lot of travel. Too bad I'm so useless with foreign languages.
I'm dying to find a way into that tower. Where do they usually hide the secret entrances in weird old Midwestern mansions?
I guess I should know, shouldn't I? Too bad most of the places I've covered aren't any weirder than imitation butter. I wish you'd hurry up and find it, though, so we can check it out.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Enjoy your magazine. So my radiator should be fixed. Unless Dexter was lying about fixing it. Also, I still don't know why I have the letter. Usually the first time I talk to Dexter, he takes it. But he hasn't, so I gotta keep a letter. Okay, so I think we need to wait until night, when Dexter has gone to bed, to look for the key, to see what the library looks like now. I probably should save. And there we go. Yep, that then he hasn't really marked off his list, since he has them, some of them done that he doesn't have marked. There's the key to the library. Okay. Actually, did she leave her magazine? No. Wait, what's this way? Oh, just the stairs. Which, I don't need to go to a different floor, since the library's on floor 1.
It's locked.
Well, well, well. Look who returned to the scene of the crime. You're out of here.
Didn't you hear Dexter coming?
Yeah,
No.
but I didn't know what to do. I guess I just froze.
It's not like you,
Also,
Nancy.
hi, Ned.
You always know how to make an emergency exit. Maybe you really do need some rest.
Who can think of rest and relaxation when there's a mystery to solve?
I don't have.
Well, well, well. Look who returned to the scene of the crime. You're
How
out
exactly
of
am I
here.
supposed
Didn't you hear Dexter
to
coming?
type in the
Yeah,
code
but I
when
didn't know what to do.
I don't have
I
anything.
guess I just froze.
for-
It's not like you,
to
Nancy.
check where the
You
fingerprints are.
always know how to make an emergency exit. Maybe you really do need some rest.
Who can think of rest and relaxation when there's a mystery to solve?
Okay, wait. Let me see something.
Well, well, well. Look who returned to the scene of the crime.
Well.
You're out of here.
Didn't you hear Dexter coming?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
but I
Ned.
didn't know
I
what
did.
to do. I guess I just froze.
It's not like you, Nancy. You always know how to make an emergency exit. Maybe you really do need some rest.
Who can think of rest and relaxation when there's a mystery to solve?
I need to get like dust or something on this. Wait, let me check the elevator. Ah. Phew.
Okay, okay, I hear you.
That scared me.
Darn you crazy old man. I know you hid that thing around here somewhere.
Dexter, having fun looking around?
The least you could have done was left me a hint. I don't have time to clean this up.
And there we go. Now I don't have to deal with the alarm. So there we go. That's what I was trying to get before. I was trying to see. I was trying to remember where that was. So then now we can see where each of them are. Like each of the. I don't really know how to say it for some reason. The fingerprint marks are. True stories behind famous portraits. I think I know what the answer is. No, I think that resets itself. Or not. I'm trying to go back. There we go. Negative 15, 10, 10, 5. Okay. That's what the answer was. No. Negative 10. Wait, no. Negative 15, 5, negative 10. Alright. What did I say again? I know negative 15 was the first one. No. I want to go back to negative 15, 10, 5. Negative 15, 10, negative 5. Negative 15, 10, negative 5. There we go. Ooh, it's a key. Boom. The castle has been empty for many years now. These hallways just echo in vain. And oh, how I miss you, my one-time son, my angel. This it's a poem saying goodbye to his son. I thought he was living alone. Alone and having a son are different things. When he was good, he was very good. Dexter Egan. Ah, Dexter's. Dexter is the son. Certificate of merit. This of demonstrating leadership and okay. And then when he was bad, he was horrid. Dear Pop, I'm sorry for taking $50 out of your wallet without asking. I know it was wrong. I know you are very disappointed in me. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. I'm sorry. Your son Dexter. Sad excuse for stealing. I send the vandal. I raise a crook. This. I'd rather see it burn. Your death. Dexter will have no recourse in. He'd rather have his castle burned than giving it to Dexter. Huh. Well, let's figure out what the code is while we're over here. Okay, so. Okay, so 2 7 star 3. I'm gonna grab a piece of paper and a pencil very fast. Okay, and I guess we should test to make sure that that's the right code. Once we go back in here. I'm just gonna so maybe the darker is the first now instead. So 3 star 7 2. Okay, so that is code. 3 star 7 2. So just make sure. There we go. So now we don't have to go for the vents.
It's stuck.
Because then we have the oil can. See? Boom, it's not stuck anymore.
The elevator's in the way.
So what floor do I want the elevator to be at? I guess floor 1. we want to just go for the vents from the library? There we go. Now, who is sawing? Oh. What are you
Nancy,
doing?
what are you doing here?
Don't you think I should be asking you that question?
I can explain, Nancy, but please, don't tell anyone that you found me here. If I get sent back to France, my fiancée will give up on me, and I will have let down my family again.
What's your fiancé expecting you to accomplish by breaking into the Queen's Tower?
I am doing this for my country and for my family's name. Isabelle has nothing to do with it, except that I feel I must succeed before I will feel worthy to marry her. The tower holds
Well,
a
you're doing
valuable
this, I don't
French
think you're
historical
worthy.
document. If I can find it and return it to France, perhaps I can make up for my failure at the Olympics.
Sure.
What kind of document?
The tower first belonged to the Chateau Rochemont in France. When Ezra Wickford bought the tower, my great-grandfather was the master carpenter in charge of dismantling it and preparing it for shipment. One day,
Good
when
for
he was
you.
working alone, he found a secret compartment in one of the walls.
A secret compartment?
Inside, he found an old journal with a royal crest on the cover and a medallion with a strange blue stone in it. But he heard other carpenters coming, so he hid the medallion in his pocket and sealed the journal back in the compartment. Before he could get back to study the journal and return the medallion, the tower was dismantled and shipped to America. He never learned who the journal belonged to or what it said.
What happened to the medallion?
I have the medallion now,
Oh.
and I'm hoping if I
Well
can
then.
get into the tower, I can find the journal too. You see, he thought if he told his story, Ezra Wickford might get angry, accuse him of interfering with the project, and try to ruin his name as a carpenter. So he kept quiet.
But he told you this story?
I was his only great-grandson. On his deathbed, he gave me the medallion and told me the whole story. He begged me to come here to Wisconsin to find the journal and return it to France.
You must feel a real sense of responsibility to carry out your great-grandfather's dying wish.
Oh, yes, of course. But it's not just for my great-grandfather. It is for France. The journal bore a royal seal. It must have belonged to Marie Antoinette, because she used to visit the tower during the Revolution. So perhaps it contains her confessions, or perhaps it contains proof of her innocence. Either way, the contents of that journal could change French history forever.
I just don't see how you can think that journal will still be up there after all these years.
I know it's possible that someone found the secret compartment when the tower was being put back together, but I have to check anyway. I just have to know. Nancy,
Okay.
do you think you could help me? Let me show you this medallion, and maybe you'll be able to tell me what it's for.
I might be willing to help you, but you have to tell Christy everything. I'm sure she'll understand, and then you won't have to sneak around in the middle of the night, haunting the castle with that screeching hacksaw.
Okay, Nancy, I see your point. I will explain everything to Christy Lane as soon as possible. Now,
Also, I
will you
think I have
help
the
me?
key.
I think this medallion will interest you, and maybe you'll have some idea what it's for. It's in my locker. Will you go get it while I take care of something? The combination is 2665. I'll meet you in the locker room in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, Jacques, I am intrigued. I'll see you downstairs.
You're the best, Nancy.
Don't mention it.
But Jock, I think I have the key.
It's locked.
Or not. Then what is this key that I got for? Down to the basement. There we go. And there's the stone. This. You indicate that your visa will expire within 1 month. If you remain in the country after that time, you will be doing a violation of the law. If your visitor status has changed or you wish to quit, please. Okay. So I'm reading about diamonds. I'm trying to be patient, but I cannot understand what is taking you so long. My mother and father are traditional people, and they think it is highly unusual that you would ask me without rating your to me. I still may. So he didn't buy her a ring. And something happened to Nancy.
Ouch. Oh, someone must have knocked me out.
Headache headquarters. Nancy here.
Nancy, it's Jacques. What happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine, Jacques. But I'm afraid your medallion is gone.
Oh la la, you can't be serious.
I'm afraid I am serious. I have no idea what happened to it.
This is too much. Oh la la. Unbelievable.
Sorry.
Welcome to the voicemail system. Please press 0 to retrieve first message.
Yeah, Miss Drew. This is Dexter at the front desk. Can you come down when you're feeling better? I need to talk to you for a minute. Thanks.
To go to the next message, press second message. To leave the system, please press thank you. Goodbye.
There is no second message. Let's call Ned and then George.
Hi, you've reached Ned at Omega Chi Epsilon. I'm not here to take your call right now, so please try again later. Thanks.
I think I just realized I don't think you can call them until you get the letter sent, but the letter's never going to disappear, seems like.
Hello?
George, it's
George
Nancy.
bullying us.
Great timing,
Ned
Nancy.
doesn't care
Bess
that
and I
much.
were just saying how we wish we were out on the ski slopes with you. Hang on, I'll get her to pick up the other phone. Hey, Bess, our favorite detective's on the phone.
Hey, Nancy. How's the vacation?
I guess I should have mailed that letter. Not only do I have a blizzard on my hands,
Yeah,
but I
Nancy,
may
you
have
should have
stumbled
mailed
onto another
the letter.
case, too. The castle library was vandalized, and one of the other guests says her room was robbed.
Boy, oh boy. Have you searched the library for clues yet?
Well, that's the
I
thing.
have.
Dexter Egan, the caretaker, says it's locked up and off limits until the police can get here. But who knows when that'll be.
That's funny, Nancy. I didn't know the phrase off limits was even in your vocabulary.
Seriously, though.
It matters
Don't you
what
think that
time
your
it
dad's
is.
friend, Christy Lane, would feel better knowing that you're on the case, at least until the police can take over?
She's right, Nancy. I mean, who knows what this Egan guy is all about anyway? Sounds like you're just gonna have to find an alternative entrance to that library.
Here I go again. Just hope I don't have to slide down the chimney.
And what about this robbery? Who got robbed?
I'm not sure. The guest's name is Professor Hotchkiss. I think she's a bit eccentric.
You mean weird?
Nutso?
A few sandwiches short of a picnic?
Okay, you guys. I just mean that I'm not sure how reliable her testimony will be.
Yeah, but she'll probably tell you something important, whether she means to or not.
I met my ski instructor, Jacques Brunet. He sure is French.
Ooh
Yeah,
la
and I
la,
lost
those
his
accents should be
tone.
illegal.
I hate to break it to you, Bess, but he's engaged.
Now there's a real crime.
Right, Bess. Humanity is devastated.
I met this nice woman, Lisa Ostrom.
What's her deal?
She's a photojournalist doing a story on the castle. She sure got me curious about that tower.
Oh, yeah? Does she know where the entrance is?
I don't think so.
Well, keep an eye on her, Nancy. Those photojournalists are born snoopers, you know.
George, are you suggesting that Nancy is a second-class snooper? You're going to give our friend a complex.
Oh, right. Like Nancy doesn't know she's the prime minister of snooping.
I'm trying to meet with Professor Hotchkiss to find out what was stolen from her room, but
The
she won't
Prime
open her
Minister
door to
of
discuss it.
Snooping.
That's odd. I wonder what she's so nervous about. I'll bet she's hiding something in her room.
Like what, Bess? The elephant that trampled the library? She's probably just a little freaked. I mean, if her room really was robbed, you'll find a way to make her trust you, Nancy. I'll bet Bess's last slice of pizza on it.
Hey.
Wickford wrote Dexter a farewell poem before he died.
The inventor of chocolate milk was a poet, too?
Yum. I could write a poem or two about chocolate milk.
It says that he hid some sort of luck charm for Dexter to find.
Where?
Something about his old thinking spot somewhere out in the garden. Funny, but I didn't see any garden when I came in.
Well, you can't exactly tiptoe through the tulips when they're buried under 6 feet of snow.
Never mind my cheeky cousin over there, Nancy. When the storm passes, you should go out and see what you can find.
I went back to check out Jacques' locker, and I found a pamphlet about diamonds, a letter from his fiancée, and a warning notice from immigration.
Did his fiancée sound cute in her letter?
Actually, she sounded upset. She wants him to hurry up and do something, but I'm not sure what.
Sounds like that guy is under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I hope he's not marrying her just to stay in the country. Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Good luck.
Be careful.
Now, can we talk to Ned, or is Ned still too busy to talk to Nancy? We'll find out.
Hello?
Ned, it's
Oh,
me.
Ned.
Well, you're a sound for sore ears. Bess called me and told me your vacation is rapidly turning into another
I had to talk
mystery.
to
So
Bess and
who do
George
you think the
before I talk to
vandal
Ned.
is?
I really don't know. It would help if I could at least imagine a motive. But why would anyone want to vandalize a beautiful old library?
There must be more to it than meets the eye. Sounds like you better find a way to get in there and take a look around.
I guess I should.
Are you ready for a crazy coincidence?
Only if it's a crazy one.
Ezra Wickford also imported the library, and it seems that he bought it from the family of Jean Leboeuf, the revolutionary commander who captured Marie Antoinette when she was trying to escape from France.
You're kidding. So Wickford imported Marie's tower and her enemy's library?
Exactly.
Doesn't Le Boeuf mean the cow in French?
Actually, I think it just means the beef.
Well, in any case, I bet the guy would be happy to know that his library ended up in the heart of America's Dairyland.
Bye, Ned.
Bye.
Okay, I guess we should talk to Dexter now. After talking to George, Bess, and Ned, now we should probably talk to Dexter.
Thanks for coming down. I've been wanting to talk to you. How's your head? Did you slip or what?
Well, let's just say someone must be trying to tell me to get a little more rest on this vacation. Anyway, I'm planning on making a speedy recovery.
It's just that when I found you out cold in the basement and hauled you back to your room, I noticed all this red dirt on your shoes. I'm just curious where it came from.
Red dirt? I guess it could have come from anywhere. I really don't know. I hope I didn't track it around the castle, though. Did I?
No, you didn't track it around the castle. Guess it's a mystery. But listen, I don't want to find you out cold on the floor again, so watch your step, Missy. Whatever it is, I'm sure you don't need my help.
So, did you grow up around here?
You could say that.
Did you know the original owner, Ezra Wickford, when he lived here?
You could say that.
Did you know him well?
They call it the past for a reason, okay? Because it's over.
So, do you know if Ezra Wickford had a place where he liked to go and think? Someplace he thought of as a refuge?
There was a private area of the garden. Yeah. The entrance was hidden, so no one could bother him there.
Were you allowed to go out there?
Once in a while, he'd bring me out there and teach me about his favorite flowers, but that was like 100 years ago.
Do you think I could go check it
Dex,
out?
you're not that
Forget
old.
about it. There's nothing out there but dead weeds and crumbling statues.
Mr. Egan, that red dirt you asked me about, it came from the tunnel that leads to the Queen's Tower. I should have told you in the first place, but I was afraid you'd be mad.
I was wondering when you were gonna come to your senses and fess up. Am I mad? Nope. If you must know, I'm impressed. Ezra Wickford set that secret door up so nobody would be able to find it. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with getting into that tower. Ezra told me that if I could get through the secret door, he'd take me up to see the Queen's Tower. Finally, I got into the tunnel, and when I came out with that red dirt all over me, he laughed. He was actually proud of me.
That's an amazing story, Mr. Egan. I'm glad you're not angry. I guess I'm just as curious as you once were.
I'd say you earned the right to check out the tower for yourself, but you gotta get through that gate, right? There's an old skeleton key in the maintenance shed. Now that the storm's passed, you can go out and get it. But be careful. It's still dead cold out there.
I don't want to press my luck with you, but I sure would like to see Ezra's private garden. Could you tell me how to find it?
It's nothing but wasteland out there. If you're bent on tromping around in the cold, go left when you get outside, away from the shed. Look for a wrought iron gate. You'll figure out the rest.
Okay.
Okay.
See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Guys, I'm gonna end the live stream here since I'm getting hungry and I'm gonna cook myself some food, and that'll be a while. So I guess I should call this part 1 since, guys, the next live stream I'll beat this game. So guys, hopefully you did enjoy this live stream. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.